Hello, my name is Ann Sinai, and I'll be playing Popova.
Hello, my name is Trisha Weiler Pizarro, and I'll be playing Smirnov.
Hello, my name is Ed, and I will be playing Luca.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacqueline Elizabeth and I will be your narrator. A drawing room in Popova's house. Popova is in deep mourning and has her eyes fixed on a photograph. Luca is haranguing her.
It isn't right, madam. You're just destroying yourself. The maid and the cook have gone off fruit picking. Every living thing is rejoicing. Even the cat understands how to enjoy herself and walks about in the yard catching midges. Only you sit in this room all day as if it was a convent and don't take any pleasure. Yes, really, I reckon it's a whole year that you haven't left the house.
I shall never go out. Why should I? My life is already at an end. He is in his grave, and I have buried myself between four walls. We are both dead.
Well, there you are. Nikolai Mihailovich is dead. Well, it's the will of God, and may his soul rest in peace. You've mourned him, and quite right. But you can't go on weeping and wearing mourning forever. My old woman died too. When her time came, well, I grieved over her. I wept for a month, and that's enough for her. But if I've got to weep for a whole age, well, the woman isn't worth it. You've forgotten all your neighbors. You don't go anywhere, and you see nobody. We live, so to speak, like spiders, and never see the light. The mice have eaten my livery. It isn't as if there were no good people around, for the district is full of them. There's a regiment quartered at Riblov, and the officers are such beauties. You can never gaze your fill at them. And every Friday there's a ball at the camp, and every day the soldiers' band plays. My lady, you're young and beautiful, with roses in your cheek. If you only took a little pleasure, beauty won't last long, you know. In 10 years' time, you'll want to be a peahen yourself among the officers, but they won't look at you. It will be too late.
I must ask you never to talk to me about it. You know that when Nikolai Mihailovich died, life lost all its meaning for me. I vowed never to the end of my days to cease to wear mourning or to see the light. You hear? Let his ghost see how well I love him. Yes, I know, it's no secret to you that he was often unfair to me, cruel, and, and even unfaithful. But I shall be true till death and show him how I can love. There, beyond the grave, he will see me as I was before his death.
Instead of talking like that, you ought to go and have a walk in the garden, or else order Toby or Giant to be harnessed, and then drive out to see some of the neighbors.
Oh,
Oh, madam, dear madam, what is it? Bless you.
he was so fond of Toby. He always used to ride on him to the Korchagins and Vaslovs. How well he could ride. What grace there was in his figure when he pulled at the reins with all his strength. Do you remember? Toby, Toby, tell them to give him an extra feed of oats.
Yes, madam.
Who's that? Tell them I receive nobody.
Yes, madam.
You will see, Nicholas, how I can love and forgive. My lie, my love will die out with me only when this poor heart will cease to beat. And aren't you ashamed? I am a good and virtuous little wife. I've locked myself in and will be true to you till the grave. And you? Aren't you ashamed, you bad child? You deceived me, had roused me, and left me alone for weeks on end.
Madam, somebody is asking for you. He wants to see.
But didn't you tell him that since the death of my husband, I've stopped receiving?
I did, but he wouldn't even listen. Says that it's a pressing affair.
I do not receive.
I told him so, but the devil curses and pushes himself right in. He's in the dining room now.
Very well. Ask him in. What manners! How these people annoy me. What does he want of me? Why should he disturb my peace? No.
Yeah, well.
I see that I shall have to go into a convent after all. Yes, into a convent.
You fool, or you're too fond of talking, ass. Madam, I have the honor to present myself. I am Gregory Stefanovich Smirnov, landowner and retired lieutenant of the military. I am compelled to disturb you on a very pressing affair.
What do you want?
Your late husband, with whom I had the honor of being acquainted, died in my debt for 1,200 rubles on 2 bills of exchange. As I've got to pay the interest on a mortgage tomorrow, I've come to ask you, madam, to pay me the money today.
1,200. And what was my husband in debt to you for?
He used to buy oats from me.
So, don't you forget, Luca, to give Toby an extra feed of oats. If Nikolai Mihailovich died in debt to you, then I shall certainly pay you, but must excuse me today as I haven't any spare cash. The day after tomorrow, my steward will be back from town and I'll give him instructions to settle your account, but at the moment I cannot do as you wish. Moreover, it's exactly 7 months today since the death of my husband, and I'm in a state of mind which absolutely prevents me from giving money, manners my attention.
And I'm in a state of mind which, if I don't pay the interest due tomorrow, will force me to make a graceful exit from this life feet first. They'll take my estate.
You'll have your money the day after tomorrow.
I don't want the money the day after tomorrow. I want it today.
You must excuse me. I can't pay you.
And I can't wait till after tomorrow.
Well, what can I do if I haven't had the money now?
You mean to say you can't pay me?
I can't.
Is that the last word you've got to say?
Yes, the last word.
The last word, absolutely your last?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'll make a note of it. And people want me to keep calm. I mean, a man on the road, he asked me, why are you always so angry, Gregory Stefanovich? But how on earth am I not to get angry? I want the money desperately. I rode out yesterday early in the morning and called on all my debtors, and not a single one of them paid up. I was just about deadbeat after all, slept goodness knows where, in some inn kept by a Jew, with a vodka barrel on my head. And at last I get here 70 versts from home and hope to get something, and I am received by you with a state of mind. How should I get angry?
I thought I distinctly said my steward will pay you when he returns from town.
I didn't come to your steward, but to you. What the devil, excuse my saying so, have I got to do with your steward?
Excuse me, sir. I'm not accustomed to listen to such expressions or to such a tone of voice. I want to hear no more.
Well, they're a state of mind. Husband died 7 months ago. Must I pay the interest or mustn't I? I ask you. Must I pay or must I not? Suppose your husband is dead and you've got a state of mind and nonsense of that sort. And your steward's gone away somewhere, devil take him. What do you want me to do? Do you think I can fly away from my creditors in a balloon or what? Or do you expect me to go and run my head into a brick wall? I go to Gruzdev and he isn't home. Yarsevich has hidden himself. I had a violent row with Kurdistan and nearly threw him out the window. Mazugo has something the matter with his bowels, and this woman has a state of mind. Not one of the swine wants to pay me. Just because I'm too gentle with them, because I'm a rag just weak wax in their hands. No, I'm much too gentle with them. Well, just you wait. You'll find out what I'm like. I shan't let you play about with me, confound it. I shall jolly well stay here until she pays. Oh, bird, no. How angry I am today. How angry I am. All my insides is quivering with anger and I can't even breathe. Oh, fool my word, I even feel sick. Waiter!
What is it?
Give me some kvass or water. What a way to reason. A man is in desperate need of his money and she won't pay. It's because you see she is not disposed to attend to money matters. That's a real silly feminine logic. That's why I never did like, don't like now, and have to talk to women. I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder than talk to a woman. Oh, I feel quite chilly, and it's all on account of this little bit of fluff. I can't even see one of those poetic creatures from a distance without breaking into a cold sweat out of sheer anger. I just can't look at them.
Madam is ill and will see nobody.
Get out, ill and will see nobody. No, it's all right. You don't see me. I'm going to stay here and we'll sit here until you give me the money. You can be ill for a week if you like, and I'll stay here for a week. If you're ill for a year, I'll stay here for a year. I'm going to get my own, my dear. You don't get at me with your widow's weeds and dimpled cheeks. I know those dimples. Simeon, take them out. We're going away at once. I'm staying here. Tell them in the stable to give the horse some oats. Oh, you fool. You've let the near horse's leg get tied up in the reins again. Never mind. I'll give it to you. Never mind. Oh, it's bad. The heat's frightful. Nobody pays up. I slept badly on top of everything else. Here's a bit of fluff in morning with a state of mind. My head is aching. Oh, shall I have some vodka? Why, yes, I think I will. Waiter!
What is it?
The glass of vodka. Oh, I must say I look well. Dust all over, boots dirty, unwashed, unkempt, straw on my waistcoat. The dear lady may well have taken me for a brigand. It's rather impolite to come into a drawing room in this state, but it can't be helped. I am not here as a visitor, but as a creditor. And there's no dress specifically prescribed for a creditor.
You allow yourself to go too far, sir.
What?
Monsieur, you're nothing. I really don't know.
Who are you talking to? Shut up.
The devil's come to stay. Bad luck that brought him.
Oh, how angry I am. So angry I think I could grind the whole world to dust. I even feel sick. Waiter!
Sir, in my solitude, I have grown unaccustomed to the masculine voice, and I can't stand shouting. I must ask you to not disturb my peace.
Pay me the money and I will go.
I told you perfectly plainly, I haven't any money to spare. Wait until the day after tomorrow.
And I told you perfectly plainly I don't want the money the day after tomorrow, but today. If you don't pay me today, I'll have to hang myself tomorrow.
But what can I do if I haven't got the money? You're so strange.
Then you won't pay me now, eh?
I can't.
In that case, I shall stay here and wait until I get it. You're going to pay me the money day after tomorrow. Very well. I'll stay here until the day after tomorrow. I'll sit here all the time. I ask you, have I got to pay the interest tomorrow or haven't I? Or do you think I'm doing this for a joke?
Please don't shout. This isn't a stable.
I wasn't asking you about a stable, but whether I got my interest to pay tomorrow or not.
You don't know how to behave before women.
No, I do not know how to behave before women.
No, you don't. You're a rude, ill-bred man. Decent people don't talk to a woman like that.
What a business. How do you want me to talk to you? In French or what? Madame de Beaupre, how happy I am that you don't pay me. Pardon, I have disturbed you. Such lovely weather today. And how well you look in mourning.
That's silly and rude.
Silly and rude. I don't know how to behave before women. Madam, in my time I've seen more women than you've seen a sparrow. 3 times I've fought duels on account of women. I've refused 12 women, and 9 have refused me. Yes, there was a time when I played the fool, scented myself, and used honeyed words, wore jewelry, and make beautiful bows. I used to love, to suffer, to sigh at the moon, to get sour, to thaw, to freeze. I used to love passionately, madly, every blessed way, devil take me. I used to chatter like a magpie about emancipation and wasted half my wealth on tender feelings. But now you excuse me. You won't get around me like that now. I've had enough. Black eyes, passionate eyes, ruby lips and dimpled cheeks. The moon and whispers, timid breathing. I wouldn't give a brass farthing for the lot, madam, present company always accepted. All women, great or little, are insincere, crooked, backbiters, envious, liars to the marrow of their bones, vain, trivial, merciless, unreasonable, and as far as this is concerned, excuse my outspokenness, a sparrow can give 10 points to any philosopher in petticoats you like to name. You look at one of these poetic creatures, all muslin and ethereal demi-goddesses, you have a million transports of joy, and you look into her soul and see a common crocodile. But the most disgusting thing of all is that this crocodile, for some reason or other, imagines that its chief devoir, its privilege and monopoly is its tender feelings. Why, confound it, hang me on that nail feet upwards if you like, but have you met a woman who can love anyone except a lapdog? When she's in love, she can do anything but snivel and slobber. While a man is suffering and making sacrifices and all love expresses itself, playing about her with a scarf and trying to hook him more firmly by the nose. You have the misfortune to be a woman, you know from yourself what the nature of a woman. Tell me truthfully, have you ever seen a woman who was sincere, faithful, and constant? You haven't. Only freaks and old women are faithful and constant. You'll meet a cat with a horn or a wild woodcock sooner than a constant woman.
Then, according to you, who is faithful and constant in love? Is it the man?
Yes, the man.
The man. Men are faithful and constant in love? What an idea. What right have you to talk like that? Men are faithful and constant? And since we are talking about it, I'll tell you that all of the men I knew and know, the best was my late husband. I loved him passionately with all my being, as only a young and imaginative woman can love. I gave him my youth, my happiness, my life, my fortune. I breathed it in for him. I worshipped him as if he were a heathen. And what then? This best of men shamelessly deceived me at every step. After his death, I found in his desk a whole drawer full of love letters. And when he was alive, it's an awful thing to remember. He used to leave me alone for weeks at a time and make me and make love to other women and betray me before my very eyes. He wasted my money and made fun of my feelings. And in spite of all of that, I loved him and was true to him. And not only that, but now that he is dead, I am still true and constant in his memory. I have shut myself forever within these four walls and will wear these weeds to the very end.
Weeds. I don't understand what you take me for. As if I don't know why you wear black domino and bury yourself between four walls. I should say I did. It's so mysterious, so poetic. When some junker or some tame poet goes past your windows, he'll think, there lives a mysterious Tamra who, for the love of her husband, buried herself between four walls. We know those games.
What? How dare you shall say that all to me?
You have buried yourself alive, but you haven't forgotten to powder your face.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Please don't shout. I'm not your steward. You must allow me to call things by their real names. I'm not a woman, and I'm used to saying what I think straight out. And don't you shout either.
I'm not shouting, it's you. Please leave me alone.
Pay me my money and I'll go.
I shan't give you any money.
Oh, no, yeah, you will.
I shan't give you a farthing just to spite you. You leave me alone.
I have not the pleasure of being either your husband or your fiance, so please don't make scenes. I don't like it.
So you sit down!
I do.
I ask you to go away.
Give me my money. Oh, how angry I am! How angry I am!
I don't want to talk to impudent scoundrels. Get out of this! Aren't you going? No?
No.
No?
No!
Very well then. Luca, show this gentleman out.
Would you mind going out, sir, as you're asked to? You needn't.
Shut up! Who are you talking to? I'll chop you into pieces.
Little fathers, what people? Oh, Emil, I'm so ill.
Where's Dasha?
I can't
Dasha!
breathe.
Dasha Pelagia! Dasha!
Oh, hey, they've all gone out to pick fruit. There's nobody at home. Emil,
Get out of this now.
Can't you be more polite?
You're a boar, a coarse bear, a bourbon, a monster!
What? What did you say?
I said you're a bear, a monster.
What right do you have to insult me?
And suppose I am insulting you. Do you think I'm afraid of you?
And do you think just because you're a poetic creature you can insult me with impunity? Eh? We'll fight it out.
Little fathers, what people? What?
Pistols.
Do you think I'm afraid of you just because you have large fists and a bull's throat? Eh? You bourbon.
We'll fight it out. I'm not going to be insulted by anybody. And I don't care if you're a woman. One of the softer sex indeed.
Bear! Bear!
It's about time we get rid of the prejudice that only men pay for their insults. Devil take it. If you want equality of rights, you can have it. We're going to fight it out.
With pistols. Very well.
This very minute.
This very minute. My husband had some pistols. I'll bring them here. What pleasure it will give me to put a bullet in your thick head. Devil take you!
I'll bring her down like a chicken. I'm not a little boy or sentimental puppy. I don't care about this softer sex.
Gracious little fathers, have pity on a poor old man and go away from here. You have frightened her to death, and now you want to shoot her?
If she fights, well, that's equality of rights, emancipation, and all that. Here the sexes are equal. I'll shoot her on principle. But what a woman. Devil take you, I'll put a bullet in your thick head, eh? Oh, how she reddened her cheeks shone. She accepted my challenge. My word, it's the first time in my life I've seen.
Go away, sir, and I'll always pray to God for you.
She is a woman, the sort that I can understand. A real woman. Not a sour-faced jelly bag, but fire, gunpowder, and a rocket. I'm even sorry I'll have to kill her.
Oh, dear sir, do go away.
I absolutely like her. Absolutely. Even though her cheeks are dimpled, I like her. I'm almost ready to let the dead go, and I'm not angry any longer. Wonderful woman!
Here are the pistols. But before we fight, you must show me how to fire. I've never held a pistol in my hands before.
Oh, Lord, have
Oh,
mercy.
Lord.
Save
Oh,
her.
Lord, have mercy. Save her. I'll go and find the coachman and the gardener. Why has this infliction come upon us?
You see, there are several sorts of pistols. There are Mortimer pistols, especially made for duels. They fire a percussion cap. There are Smith & Wesson revolvers, triple action with extractors. These are excellent pistols. They can't cost less than 90 rubles a pair. You must hold a revolver not like this. Her eyes, what an inspiring woman.
Like this?
Yes, like this. Then you cock the trigger and take aim like this. Put your head back a little, hold your arm out properly like this. Then you press the thing with your finger and that's all. The great thing is to be cool and aim steady and try not to jerk your arm.
Very well. It's convenient to shoot in a room. It's inconvenient to shoot in a room. Let's go into the garden.
Come along then, but I warn you I'm going to fire into the air.
That's the last straw. Why?
Because, oh, it's my affair.
Are you afraid? Yes. Ah, no, sir, you don't get out of it. You come with me. I shan't have any peace until I've made a hole in your forehead. That forehead which I hate so much. Are you afraid?
Yes, I'm afraid.
You lie. Why won't you fight?
Because I like you.
He likes me? He dares to say he likes me. That's the way.
Smirnov loads the revolver in silence, takes his cap, and goes to the door. There he stops for half a minute while they look at each other in silence. Then he hesitatingly approaches Popova.
Listen, are you still angry? I'm devilishly annoyed too. But do you understand how I can express myself? The fact is, you see, well, it's like this, so to speak. Well, it's my fault that I like you. Devil take it, how I'm smashing up your furniture. I like you, do you understand? I almost love you.
Get away from me. I hate you.
God, what a woman! I've never in my life seen one like her. I'm lost, I'm done for. Fallen into a mousetrap like a mouse.
Stand back or I'll fire.
Fire then! You can't understand what happiness it would be to die before those beautiful eyes, to be shot by a revolver that is in little velvet hands. I'm out of my senses. Think and make your mind up at once, because if I go out there, we shall never see each other again. Decide now. I am a landowner of respectable character. I have an income of 10,000 a year, and I can put a bullet through a coin, tossed into the air as it comes down. I own some fine horses. Will you be my wife?
Let's fight. Let's go out.
I'm mad. I understand nothing. Waiter!
Let's go out and fight.
I'm off in my head. I'm in love like a boy, like a fool. I love you as I've never loved before. I've refused 12 women, 9 have refused me, but I've never loved one of them as I love you. I'm weak, I'm wax, I've melted. I'm on my knees like a fool offering you my hand. Oh, shame, I haven't been in love for 5 years. I'd taken a vow, and now all of a sudden I'm in love like a fish out of water. I offer you my hand, yes or no? You don't want me? Very well.
Stop.
Well?
Nothing. Go away. No. Stop. No. Go away. Go away. I hate you. Or no. Don't go away. Oh, If you knew how angry I am, how angry I am. My fingers have swollen because of all of this.
Throws her revolver on the table, tears her handkerchief in temper.
What are you waiting for? Get out!
Well, goodbye.
Yes, yes, go away. Where are you going? Stop. No, go away. Oh, how angry I am. Don't come near me. Don't come near me.
How angry I am with myself. I'm in love like a student. I've been on my knees. I love you. What do I want to fall in love with you for? Tomorrow I've got to pay the interest and begin mowing. And here you. Oh, I shall never forgive myself for this.
Get away from me. Take your hands away. I hate you. Let's go and fight.
A prolonged kiss. Luca comes in with an axe, the gardener with a rake, the coachman with a pitchfork, and workmen with poles. Luca catches sight of the pair kissing.
Little fathers.
Luca, tell them in the stables that Toby isn't to have any oats at all today.